Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. As JT said, I think for us to be here, I think it's extremely important this time. We reached number 2 position just in Q3. We passed Dell. And now I think it's the right time that we put enough efforts and enough focus on China, on this market, because China is already the second market in the world, but very soon will become the largest market in the world. It's just a matter of time. The population here is so big that I don't think there is any doubt, and also economy is growing at a total different rate than in any country in the world. So, to be here, I think it's really a big step ahead in terms of Acer strategy for the future. I will go a little bit to how we see PC market and PC market evolution in the next few years. Our strategy worldwide and also here in China in terms of product, market segment and channel development. Some financial, because it's always good to talk about financial, and also the development of our multi-brand strategy. PC market, almost 1 year ago, a little bit more than 1 year ago, was between September and October, financial crisis started. So 1 year ago, I think we were in a very, very difficult situation, very total different situation. After more than 1 year, we can say that probably the worst is over. We have seen very, very difficult times in, I would say, the Western Europe, US, and a lot of emerging markets in Eastern Europe, Latin America. For sure, much less here in China, because I think the Chinese government, they took a lot of right action in order to make sure that they could overcome the crisis. We didn't see the same action in other countries in the world. So here, I think the crisis has been a small problem compared to the rest of the world. But I think that we can really say that it is now over. We have seen very good growth in Asia and in China already in Q2 and Q3 when we look at GDP. But we also start to see some good sign coming from Western Europe and the US in terms of GDP growth. And PC market is always correlated to GDP growth. I think the only area that are still suffering is Eastern Europe. We still see a lot of countries in Eastern Europe, including Russia, Ukraine, and so on, still very, very slow. They may get out of the crisis, but I think it will take another one or two quarters. On the other side, I think when you look at the Western world, US and Europe, there are still big limitations in terms of credit availability. Credit is a real issue. Banks, they have money, but they don't lend money to other people. They just keep the money by themselves, for themselves. And unemployment is still very high both in Europe and US. And this can be a kind of, or can limit, let's say, the growth in the next coming quarters. On the other side, we start to see PC coming back to good growth already, a certain growth already in Q3, and I think Q4 will be much better. PC this year is probably going to be the first year after many years that we will not show any growth. So I think best case is total quantity of PC worldwide. 2009 will be more or less similar to 2008. There is only one, I think, important point. This year, mobile, for the first time, has been bigger than desktop. So mobile is already more than 55% of the market. And I think it's very easy to predict that in 2-3 years it will become 65 to 70% of the market. So mobile will continue to grow. mobile will continue to grow probably at the rate of 20-25% for the next 2 or 3 years. Desktop is not growing. I think the best case is we will see desktop coming back to no growth rather than negative growth in Q4 and Q1, Q2 next year. So most of the growth will continue to come from mobile. And so demand is coming back. Economy is recovering, for sure demand is coming back. We start to see some replacement activities in Western world, US and Western Europe. Prices are still important. Demand is still very price sensitive from one side, but we also see that new technology, new features, there are good demand and customers are ready to pay for added value. As I said, desktop is not growing, but it's also not going to disappear. Sometimes people ask me, what do you think about desktop? Is desktop going to disappear? We don't believe that desktop is going to disappear. I think desktop will still stay there. It will be, as I said, maybe only 30-something% of the market. But for certain applications, desktop is still the best available solution from a user point of view. So we will see desktop changing a lot. Desktop today is still a traditional big box with a lot of slot and a lot of expansion capability that in most of the cases customer don't use. Desktop will become much more smaller, so a lot of small, we will see a lot of small form factor coming, 1 liter, 3 liters, 8 liters. Only one, I think with touch technology, only one will become a big portion of desktop market in the future, simply because it's a very good application from user experience point of view. Gaming, still, if you want a very good gaming machine, you still need a desktop. You can have a good notebook gamer, but it's still not the same level of performance as a desktop or media center. And also, we start to see 3D application coming, 3D solution coming. And again, when you think about big display, 3D solution is much better than on a small display. So desktop not growing, but also not showing negative growth from one side. On the other side, I think mobile will continue to grow. Mobile will continue to grow at a rate of 20-25% in the next 2-3 years. Also mobile changing. There are now a lot of emphasis on thin and light. So notebook with small weight, in the range of 2 kilos or even below 2 kilos, so small size and small weight. Longer battery life, simply because people, they want to stay always connected, and if you want to stay always connected, you need to think about battery life similar to phone battery life, where you can stay 8 to 10 hours connected, not only a few hours. So battery life will become a very important rule of the game in the future. We already announced 8 to 10 hours battery life, but I think we are also working on much longer. We need to think about at least all-day computing, 12 hours battery life. Connectivity is becoming important. You know, today all the notebooks, they are more or less with Wi-Fi and internet connection. I think in the future all the notebooks will be also with 3G connectivity standard. Because again, one of the major applications today when you think about mobile, notebook or netbook, is web application, browsing and server. Most of the growth of notebook this year was coming from netbook, and this will continue. Netbook is a very interesting new segment. It's not a small notebook. I think the wrong definition from most of the analysts in the past has been notebook is a small netbook is a small notebook or is a cheap notebook. It is not. Netbook is just another device able to allow people to be always connected and to surf and browse the web when they need them. And of course, it has not the same capability or the same potential of a traditional notebook. but like a smartphone or a phone, it doesn't have the same potential, the same probability of a note.